I think we're all special needs. I do. I mean, because if we're not, then we don't have any need for God, and I need God, and I need Jesus. So, understanding that, I don't think that we're not asking for pity or something like that, but maybe just rather than what's wrong with him, like, well, tell me more about your son, and seeing a son or a daughter that has special needs as just another kid.
But I think to what you just said, because I know this conversation could be uncomfortable for a lot of people. It's tell me more about your son instead of what's wrong, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And the funny thing is, I mean, so my wife and I kind of have a thing where with kids it's one thing, with parents it's another. I mean, with adults it's another. So, like our son is tube fed. And if you don't know what that means, it means literally he has a hole in his stomach, and there's I think I forgot what it's called, like a bolus or something like that. And so we have a long tube that's hooked up to a bag, and that's so he takes nothing by mouth because he's a silent aspirator. And so everything is liquid, which has been a godsend, because when he gets sick, we can keep him hydrated, even if we don't have to go to Pedialyte. We can keep his medicines in him. So that's huge. Well, just imagine being out somewhere and you're holding it and you're pouring the liquid in that almost looks like a very, very like a latte. That's the kind of the what it looks like. Well, kids will stare. And my wife is great. She'll like, hey, do you want to? This is how he's fed. So, but then it's funny though. Sometimes adults are just like, what's wrong with him? I can't tell you how many times I've gotten that question in that tone. What's wrong with him?
Yeah.
There's a friend of mine who's got a son that's special needs, and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" Which is
Yeah.
probably not the way to come back at him. You're thinking that, but you don't. So but it's just it gets old. But it's also Elias has even though Elias can't talk, he's taught, I think, a lot of people about life by just
Yeah.
watching how he does things. And I mean, we'll have people say to us, and oh, you're so inspiring and stuff like that. And we hope his story is, and we share his story. We're very open about everything we go through with him. But at the same time, it's just, he's just a cute kid.